Well, she played the quintessential heroine in daytime TV, and then she was called the sexiest federal grant writer in television history in her primetime role on CSI Miami.
And she still is. This morning, Emmy-nominated actress Eva LaRue joins us on the couch to talk about a cause very close to her heart. So welcome. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you. I don't think I had a lot of competition in that particular category, so that's why I won.
But it was a clear win.
It was a clear and concise win.
All right, so let's start by talking about the organization that you're working with here in the city. What are you doing?
Beckstrand Association, and we are based in Southern California, but we're just making our launch into New York City with Sloan Kettering. And Beckstrand is a cancer-based organization, but it's not research and awareness. We specifically help people with their day-to-day needs if they have cancer. So a lot of times, if you're a single mom, you can't work, because now you're going through your chemo, you're going through your radiation, and you simply can't work, and you're either losing your medical insurance or you're trying to figure out how you're going to stay in your home, because who's paying for those daily needs? So Beckstrand comes in and either pays mortgage or rent, or if it's utility bills. Everybody has a different need. Sometimes it's they need the 20% copay paid. A lot of people are doing the experimental medications if they've been fighting it for a long time.
And nobody pays for that.
That could be $20,000 a month. Nobody pays for that.
How'd you get involved with this?
I got involved with this through a friend of mine, O'Day Shakar, who is a designer, a clothing designer, and he had actually gotten help from Beckstrand when he had cancer and had no insurance, and they helped him through 6 months of his toughest time. And then he went back and is now on the board and is a very successful designer, and he invited me to the gala 5 years ago, and I fell in love with it because nobody was doing this kind of work.
You know, and people, there's so many great research organizations out there that are fighting the good fight, trying to cure cancer, but to help with
these people need help on the ground.
Is there an event coming up, or what, is there an event coming up in New York?
No, well, what we're doing is we're giving, this is our 40th anniversary year of Beckstrand, so we're giving a $40,000 check tomorrow to Sloan Kettering and we're starting our partnership with them as Beckstrand Association.
To raise awareness too.
Yeah, well, no, not to literally help. That $40,000 will go into the pockets of the patients who need it the most. So everybody has a different need, like I said, so they fill out the paperwork, they decide what it is that's needed for that particular family. A lot of people have children with leukemia. One parent has to quit their job and be in the hospital all the time, and then they're down to, you know, people are just struggling to stay in their homes.
It's crippling.
Well, that's great. You're doing so much to help out.
Cancer is financially crippling, and I don't think people really realize.
Unless they've been through it or know someone who has.
All right, if you don't mind, we're going to talk a little about your acting career. Heard you just finished shooting a feature film.
I just finished a feature film in Louisiana. It was very fun in Monroe, Louisiana. Hello, Monroe. They're famous for a Duck Dynasty, but actually now I think they're going to be famous for Dancer and the Dame, which is this movie that I just...
What's it about?
It is this really sweet family comedy, and it's with Billy Gardell from Mike and Molly. He's Mike on Mike and Molly. So we just...
Great guy.
Oh my gosh, great guy, funny guy. We had the best, we really had the best time. And I ate so much etouffee.
Where did you put it? Look at you.
I ate so much fried things, so many fried things. Oh,
when will it be out?
10 pounds. Probably, I think around this time next year.
All right, good.
Perfect.
Dancer and the Dame.
Do you miss CSI Miami?
I do. I miss my friends there. I mean, I was there 8 years. The show was on 10. The show had ran 10 though. We thought we were going to get one more year. We thought we were going to get an 11th year. It just didn't work out that way for us. But the bummer was more that we found out we were canceled when we were on hiatus. So we didn't really,
you never got to say goodbye.
We never really got to say goodbye.
Any plans on coming back to TV?
Yeah, you know, I'm sort of plugging away at that right now. So I'd love to go back and maybe do a little comedy this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you miss soap operas? Do you miss All My Children?
Oh, well, yeah, I grew up on All My Children. My mom watched All My Children when I was a kid, so I knew it and loved it. And then when I got the opportunity to be on the show, and then when it went off the air, you know, Sarah Gellar and I went back to do that last couple of episodes because we felt like we grew up there.
Yeah, it's so sad because they used to do Guiding Light
of your life,
right next door, and now it's just gone.
I know, Guiding Light in Another World right here in the studio.
In this building.
I know.
Well, another venture you're partaking, I should say, is jewelry, right? Is that your own line that you're wearing today?
This is my own line that I'm wearing right now.
Really?
It is.
Whoa, you designed that?
I did.
Look at you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What is the name of the line?
It's Eva LaRue Fine Jewelry.
Fantastic.
But yeah, I have to say, it's been a very fun creative, cathartic, sort of, and these are 9-pointed stars, so everything, the number 9 represents spiritual completion, and the stars are sort of your guiding star. So everything has a little bit of a spiritual bent to it. I wanted, not religious, because I feel like that's too divisive. It's more spiritual, which we all have in common. We're all trying to be our better selves. And I play with my jewelry during the day. I don't know about you, but I touch my, so it's
sturdy, you're telling us.
Well, it's
it can
sturdy,
handle a lot.
but it also just reminds me, you know what, make the better choice
right.
right now in this moment. I can make the more,
the right thing.
you know, yeah.
It's like a rosary, almost.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, God bless you for helping out
Thank you.
Beckstrand.
Beckstrand
40,000 bucks
Association.
tomorrow, and if you hear the name now, you know about the organization.
And we have a national scholarship program, so that you can donate to online. It's for children who have had cancer. Now there's no money to send them to college, and we just started that 2 years ago.
.com or .org?
.org. Beckstrand.org. Yeah.
Eva, what a treat to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you guys.
Thank you so much.
Wow, she's tan.
I'm so jealous.
Wow.